It reached a record credit card debt. And double-digit inflation, inflation like we've never seen before. Did you see Barack Hussein Obama last night? Take little shots. He was taking shots at your president. She was endorsing to fund the place and the police, and she said, violent mobs, let the violent mobs keep going. That we can't take it anymore, and comrade Kamala Harris. You know, I heard the other day, for the first time, I heard Biden say, the beautiful, resolute Doss. I don't think people know who she is yet. When people, because really people didn't know, you can ask the man on the street. I saw it on one of the shows today. They asked the man on the street, what's the last name of Kamala? Nobody knew. It's Harris. We're dying for energy. We don't have energy, and they're getting set for the AI because they're going to create so much electricity, and we're not going to be able to do it, but you'll do it if I have it. This is inflation. This is tic-tac. This is tic-tac. This is inflation. This is what's happened.
His campaign is not good. It's not looking good. And Trump needs to know that.
Things are just not looking good for J.D. Vance and Donald Trump. What's up, guys? I'm Boston Brian from the Midas Touch Network, and what you just witnessed was the rambling, incoherent nonsense that Donald Trump spews to prove to the American people why he deserves to be absolutely nowhere near the hands of power. And while the Democrats somehow managed to fill two packed arenas at one time, simultaneously as Donald Trump struggles to fill one arena, but we'll get there. The palpable change in the political atmosphere over the last 3 or 4 weeks has just absolutely been a sight to behold. I mean, the joy, the enthusiasm, the dedication, the passion that we see on the faces of the people at the DNC and at the rallies is just unbelievable. I mean, when we have moments like this that we're experiencing, I mean, check out Kamala Harris in this. Check out the joy, the happiness, and the passion in her face, and tell me this does not give you reason to believe and a reason to be 100% hopeful that we win this election in November.
Well, they just completed their roll call. And they have nominated Coach Walz and me to be the next Vice President and President of the United States of America.
It's almost impossible for me to describe the joy and the excitement that I feel watching Kamala Harris, watching Tim Walz, watching the audience, and how excited and passionate they are about this election. I mean, I will remind you that that was a secondary rally in Milwaukee as the DNC was going on in Chicago, and that place was absolutely packed. Both of these places were absolutely packed to the gills with enthusiastic, passionate supporters of Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. And what was going on the other side of the aisle? You had J.D. Vance asking his supporters to nominate and support and elect President Donald J. Trump.
If you believe that a strong America requires a strong leader, I've got a recommendation for you. Why don't we re-elect President Donald J. Trump?
Yeah, why don't we just elect John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt while we're at it there, buddy? And while the dirty couch cushion was making an ass out of himself and messing up his own master's name, you had Tim Walz feeding off a packed house, feeding off a crowd. This is why I love the guy. I mean, this is a guy that I would love to go out and have a beer with. He just seems like a normal, everyday person, and I feel like we will never, in our lifetimes, get to vote for a vice president that is this normal, that has a chance to come from the background that he did to become vice president of the United States of America. Well, I don't think we'll ever have this opportunity again in our lifetimes, and we have to take advantage of this. But check out Tim Walz feeding off the crowd in Milwaukee. I mean, this is just fantastic. This guy is great.
Not only do we have massive energy at our convention, we got a hell of a lot more energy at where they had their convention right here. So, this yeah. Oh, that one guy's going to be so sad tonight. So sad. So sad, so sad.
I mean, it really is just so hard not to love that guy. And while Tim Walz was verbally body slamming Donald Trump in front of 15,000 plus in Milwaukee, what was Donald Trump doing? He was sitting behind his January 6 plexiglass, rambling his incoherent nonsense like he usually does. I mean, check this out.
In fact, the entire world was safer when I sat behind that beautiful, resolute desk in the Oval Office. You know, I heard the other day, for the first time, I heard Biden say, the beautiful, resolute desk. He never said that before. They copy me. When I say we're a nation in decline, guys are copying me. Then they say they shouldn't say that, but they thought the words were beautiful. But they copy me all the time.
What the hell are you talking about?
Now let's juxtapose Low Energy Jeb's dementia-riddled nonsense with the energy and the message of Kamala Harris and the Democrats.
We fight for the future. We fight for the future. We believe in the future. A future with affordable health care. A future with affordable child care. A future with affordable housing and paid leave. That's the future we believe in.
In my opinion, the choice in this election could not be more clear. You could not have an easier choice for an election to pick President of the United States if you tried. You can either have the message of joy and hope and optimism and equality, or you can have whatever the hell this is.
You know, I sponsor athletes sometimes. If I see somebody that I like in sports, I sponsor some golfers. Usually doesn't typically work out. I don't know if you know, it's like a 5,000 to 1 shot, but I'm good at that stuff and I can see talent. And I'll give them a few $1,000s. I'll give them $50,000. I'll say, you know, you're really good. You could make it. Why aren't you trying out for the tour? Sir, I have no money. I have to give lessons. I have no money. He said, you're too good to give lessons. You can be a tour player. I said, sir, I don't have any money. I say, here's $50,000. And here's the deal. If you do well, you pay me back with no interest. Just good luck. If you don't do well, which you probably won't, because it's very hard, they say the worst is a boxer.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You're an idiot.
I mean, honestly, though, what in God's name is that man talking about? This is a presidential campaign speech. This is supposed to be proving to the people, convincing the people why they should elect you to be president of the United States of America. And you're talking about sponsoring golfers and boxers and giving them 50. What the hell are you talking about, buddy? I mean, to even compare these two campaigns is just one of the most insane things I've ever tried to do. I mean, just listen to what the hell you just heard, and now compare that to the reception, enthusiasm, incitement, and joy when Michelle Obama took the stage at the Democratic National Convention.
Something wonderfully magical is in the air, isn't it? Yeah.
Republicans couldn't touch that energy with a 10-foot pole and Mitch McConnell pushing. I mean, they have not seen enthusiasm and energy like that ever since I've been following politics. I'm sorry. Never in my life have I seen anything like this. And that message has been repeated in several of these stops. Many of these campaign stops, many of these rallies, people have come out and said they have never, in their entire lives of covering politics, seen energy, enthusiasm, and passion like they have seen in just the last few weeks alone. And if for some reason you're new to politics and you're here at the Midas Touch Network watching and you still don't see the disparity between the two campaigns, here is Donald Trump once again repeating one of the most dangerous, if not the most dangerous things I have ever heard a presidential candidate say in my lifetime. Nothing could be more dangerous to the world's security, to the United States security, than what Donald Trump continues to repeat in his stump speeches.
But I said to him, no, that means I will not protect you. I will not protect you. They said, sir, if we're attacked by Russia, will you protect us? Used to be Soviet Union, now Russia. Will you protect us? I said, are you paid? No, let's assume we're not paid. Then you're delinquent, right? Well, yes, that's an old real estate term. You're delinquent, yes. No, we will not protect you.
I really hope everybody understands the inherent danger associated with Donald Trump giving Russia pretty much a free hand to go into any country they want to. And if for some reason that country that is part of NATO hasn't paid 2% of their GDP for whatever reason, Donald Trump in the United States is not going to protect them and is going to let Vladimir Putin and the Russian military have their way with whatever country they see fit. Fortunately, right now, Vladimir Putin and the Russian military are feeling it on their own territory thanks to the Ukrainian military. But the danger level associated to what Donald Trump just said is absolutely off the charts. And as if this video needed any more juxtaposition, we go from one of the craziest things a presidential candidate has ever said to one of the best presidents this country has ever seen, and one of the best moments at the DNC, at least on night 2. I mean, what an incredible night. So many great things happened, so many great moments that I couldn't even fit them into this video. I mean, Doug Emhoff absolutely killed it. His son's tribute video was absolutely beautiful. One of the best nights at a Democratic convention I have ever seen. So check out Barack Obama's appearance. Here he is getting one of the biggest ovations that a politician has ever gotten that I've ever seen.
Hello, Chicago! Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That's enough. Thank you. Chicago! It's good to be home.
Luckily for us, Barack did not hold back. He came out firing at Donald Trump.
Here's a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems since he rode down his golden escalator 9 years ago. It has been a constant stream of gripes and grievances that's actually been getting worse now that he's afraid of losing to Kamala. There's the childish nicknames, the crazy conspiracy theories, this weird obsession with crowd sizes.
Call me a sadist if you want to, but it brings me great joy knowing that that moment will stick in Donald Trump's craw for a long, long time. It also brings me joy knowing that I will forever have the memories of this moment. I will forever remember the moment that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz absolutely barnstormed this country, gaining enthusiasm, beating Donald Trump to a pulp, politically, of course. I mean, I will never forget the Democratic National Convention of 2024. The passion, the enthusiasm, the joy on the faces of the people there. The joy, the passion, and the enthusiasm of the people speaking there. Rising in the polls, watching Donald Trump fall on his face every single time he gets in front of a microphone. I will forever cherish these moments, and I hope you recognize and realize the history that we are about to make in November. This is going to be one of the most special moments, one of the most memorable moments in this country's history. And you guys here, the Midas Mighty, are going to make that happen. And I thank each and every one of you for doing that. And if you like what you're hearing, if you like what you're seeing, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. We are so close to 3 million subscribers here at Midas Touch, which is an absolutely incredible feat. And it couldn't happen to a greater group of creators. I mean, the work that the Midas Touch people put in, Asen, the brothers, Ron Filipkowski, Salty behind the scenes, It's just, it all comes together and has helped create one of the most influential, one of the most independent, one of the biggest YouTube channels on the face of the planet. If you get your news anywhere, if you want to get your news anywhere, your political news anywhere, you come right here to the Midas Touch Network. I'm Boston Brian. Until next time, keep fighting, keep kicking ass, keep getting people involved, keep registering people to vote. We're going to do this, and it's all because of you. And it's all because of Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. They're going to carry us to the finish line, and we are finally going to put MAGA in the grave. If you'd like to see more of Midas Touch, you can check us out at MidasTouch.com. If you'd like to contribute to the channel, you can find us at Patreon.com/MidasTouch. If you'd like to contribute to independent creators like myself that have absolutely nobody above them telling them what they can and cannot say, you can also find me at Patreon.com/BostonBrian. I also host a show on Sundays called Blunt Politics. You can check me out there at my YouTube page. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Until next time, I'm Boston Brian. I hope you have a great night. I'll see you next time.